Could you imagine, right? Could you imagine 11 years ago, we'd be sitting here thinking that in 10 days' time, we get the biggest movie of all time.
Is it 10 days now?
It's 10
from today, from this
from
recording.
today, from right now, from when I'm talking.
Oh,
now.
dear. I mean, it's still, like, quite hard to believe.
It
really is.
I still remember seeing Iron Man for that first time. I went and saw it with my brother, and I was the comic book kid, and he was the athlete. And
With your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he knew nothing about comic books.
Interesting description of Jim.
I know, not now anymore. But yeah. So he was always into action movies and stuff. He liked superhero movies. We never really knew about them, you know. Like I was the one that read the comics, and then the credits rolled, and for some reason, like I read something off the site. It's like you have to stay after the credits. There's something extra, and it was Nick Fury came out and he said, I am Iron Man, yada yada yada. I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative, and I freak the fuck out. And no one else knew what that meant. Like no one that like out of my family that went like, well, no one else. I mean, just me and my brother. And we're on the car ride home, and Jimmy just goes, "What the fuck's the Avengers?" And I was like, I remember vividly like, we're about to see some shit. This is gonna be fucking amazing.
Strap the fuck in, Jim.
That was 2008. Now it's 2019. We're 10 days away from the end of the Infinity Saga. Welcome to the More Cops on Duty podcast, episode 15, Dools. With me, of course, is the Bruce Banner to my Hulk, Edward Dools Dooley.
Yes, good to be here, Haz.
How are you?
Great little intro.
Thank you.
Goodness me. Yeah, we're getting so close. We'll probably be doing... actually, the next episode might be the spoiler cast.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, but that's a possibility.
Did the next one, it'll be released really close to each other anyway.
Yes. Goodness me. And not to mention, I mean, I'm not as excited. It's so hard to say. I'm very fucking excited for Game of Thrones, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is tomorrow.
But it's like, you know, the different levels of excitement. This has also been a very slow burn. I started watching Game of Thrones not when it started, but I think maybe back in 2013. So it's been a long fucking road for this as well. And it's all coming to a close. And you know, we're in the end game for Game of Thrones as well, and that starts tomorrow.
Imagine that though, like
it's so hard to believe.
This year we get the end of Game of Thrones, we get the end of the Infinity Saga, and we get the end of Star Wars.
Like this is going to be they have teased that this is going to be a very definitive ending for the MCU as we know it, and they're soft rebooting it. Like of course there are lots of characters that we know still going to be around.
Yeah,
we've got a Spider-Man sequel in a few months' time. But
which is reported to take seconds after.
Phase 4 is, you know, they're saying like, you know, it's going to be different. So,
and Robert Downey Jr. came out this week and he said that Endgame is the most unpredictable MCU movie ever made.
Yeah, I have no doubt. I mean, like, we can speculate as much as we want. The Russos have gone on record to say it. And granted, they've lied before. They lied about the title.
They slide to our fucking
they've said that
faces.
No one has guessed the ending. No one's come close to guess how it ends and stuff. So,
how do you reckon it ends?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Thanos will be defeated in some capacity, but how that happens... Sorry, I keep doing... How that happens, I just, like... You know, I could see... maybe a safe bet is that it's Cap, Iron Man, Thor. They're the ones to finish him off. Defeat him, and then maybe Nebula, just because of her grudge, is the one to kill him. So, something like that.
I'd be okay if Nebula finishes him, but the actual battle needs to be that Holy Trinity.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm envisioning. And, but see, is that the end? I feel like maybe there's like... Because they've said it's also going to try and pave way for the future, in some sense.
Yeah.
So, are we going to have this rumoured huge scene where they've talked about that there is one scene where everyone's there. Fucking everyone. This is rumored to be either a huge battle or Stark's or Tony's wedding. And honestly, I wouldn't mind the wedding. That would be really awesome. It would be a lovely way to end it all. Cap's the martyr. He might be the casualty, but Tony gets his wedding, and Wong's there. Wong has to be the
best man. Yeah, or the ring bearer.
Yeah. Probably be Rhodey and there's like Bruce. Yeah,
Rhodey will be the flower girl easily.
So that could be how it ends, the wedding, and then it's just like, and he's like, I'm done. Like I'm done being Iron Man.
He said that a few times though.
But if they keep him alive, and then maybe he can just be, he could be the new Stanley. He cameos every once in a while, and I don't know. It's so incredibly hard.
Do we get a new Thanos basically in the next phase?
I mean, so at the end of phase 3 was Thanos.
This is So this is the end of phase 3.
Why is phase 4 5 years? Or they've said they've mapped out 5 years.
Yes.
Not that phase 4 is 5 years.
No, they've said phase 4 takes place over 5 years. But to be fair, like how long ago was the end of phase? Oh yeah, I guess. End of phase 2 is Ant-Man 1.
Yeah, true. Okay. Yeah, so phase 2 I think was the shorter because Iron Man was 2008, then Avengers was 2012, so 4 years. Okay. Well,
yeah, it's not.
I think because now X-Men and Fantastic Four are in stow, we're hearing everyone's saying is Galactus. Yeah, is like the next big bad who could possibly even appear to be more threatening.
That'd be sick.
I personally would love. I don't know too much about it, but if they did like Secret Wars, Doctor Doom, I think could be fucking awesome.
Dude, yeah, they'll bring back Doctor Doom. We'll finally get a good Doctor Doom.
The possibilities are now endless, but I mean, if they say they've been he could easily tweak it now. So phase 5 and 6, and then at the end of 6, it's Galactus or Doctor Doom or whatever. But say they have been sticking with a Marvel villain. You know this better than me. Like who could be the next? Like.
Oh, man, I don't know. They're literally just like bringing out all the good guns. That, like, I'd love a Planet Hulk movie, even though they went into that sort of with Thor, Ragnarok. But there's also the issues with having a standalone Hulk movie now with Warner Brothers.
I think it was Universal.
Universal. But oh man, I don't know. I reckon we could do like because if they retcon the
that's another thing. I feel like
if they retcon the Netflix series, right? And if they say that that's not part of the MCU, I even think bring back Jon Bernthal as Punisher and we do like a Scorsese directed Punisher movie.
That's so pie in the sky. I fucking love it. Yeah.
I know, but like
I love Jon Bernthal as Punisher. I was disappointed by the second season.
I didn't finish the second season.
Yeah, he was not the problem.
He's not. It's the writing.
Sloppy writing.
Yeah, he's.
I thought the first season was more action packed. Actually, to be honest, there were episodes where pretty much nothing happened.
Yeah,
and it was clearly filler. I always thought, even though Daredevil's the exception, that the 13 episode order for those shows just was stupid.
Yeah,
it was just way too long. 10 would have been the sweet spot.
Yeah, 10 or 8 even. Like the Sinner is 8.
Yeah, and Defenders was 8, and thank God because even that felt like they were spreading shit pretty thin. But God, what a shame that was. I remember being so keen. I was like, oh my God, it's like our fucking TV Avengers.
And we got so keen, and during watching, we're like, no, it's still good, dude. It's still good. Like,
we're trying to convince ourselves.
I know, dude. It's awesome.
Oh, no, Daredevil had that. He had that one scene though.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good scene. That was a good scene. Dools, if anyone just perchance just stumbled onto this podcast and had no idea what it is, what is the More Cops on Duty podcast?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, Haz. We talk Marvel and only Marvel.
That's
it. There it is. That's all you need to know. No, we're a small, independent groupthink, and we sit around this table and we discuss philosophy and just like new ideas and how do we approach the problems in the world. I mean, we got to start thinking seriously about artificial intelligence. Haz. I'm telling you right now. North Korea, they're brewing something up. I mean, there's just so much to talk about. Having said that, Avengers Endgame comes out in 10 days, so I feel like that's more pressing.
Yeah,
so
true.
We've
got to see if Tony gets home.
It's still a movies podcast, guys. We're talking about movies, so. And there'll be the odd video game, there'll be the odd Trump joke. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, odd TV show.
It's a roller coaster. Just fucking, just just strap in.
Dools, I like to start each and every episode with what we've been watching, what we've been playing.
I disappoint you
week.
every time you put the mic to me.
I do.
What's this podcast?
No, it's fine. I've come to accept it. Dools, what have you watched? What have you played this week? What have you listened to?
I'm hooked on... I'll quickly get to talk about this game I've been playing.
Go.
Hooked on Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
The new Souls game, right?
Yeah, so it's like it's almost like it's its own genre now, and yet it's just this one developer who dominates it. It's like it's...
What's the developer?
So they're called From Software. They're a Japanese developer. They've worked with... so they're behind all the Dark Souls games. Yeah, Demon Souls was probably like, what started it all.
Yep.
But I think Dark Souls popularized it and kind of went mainstream. Like, and they're just known for their almost like hilariously difficult... like it's hilarious, like difficulty. Like these games are stupidly hard. You just start up. There's no option to like you make a character in some of them. There's character creation in Bloodborne and Dark Souls. You just start up. There's no option to choose difficulty. It's like, no, the game it chooses the difficulty for you, and you just go. It's like one of those games that doesn't hold your hand. You just like, you're in, you explore this world, you learn as you go. You'll die a lot. You will get fucking frustrated, but like the satisfaction in like learning and like being patient and beating it is just like so rewarding. I think people love these games for that reason. And the latest one is Sekiro, as I said, and it's just, again, it delivers. The only other one I've actually played, I should say, is Bloodborne. Haven't played the Souls games, but I'm pretty intrigued. I think I might get to them one day. But yeah, this is quite a departure though. This almost is like it definitely nails the difficulty aspect, but it's like it's very fast, and it's like the combat and stuff is very different from Bloodborne. Bloodborne's a bit more methodical. You got to like you've really only got dodge, parry, attack. This one you've got a whole arsenal of weapons. Like you can sprint around the battlefield and stuff, and it's very different, but it's like it's still like the soul of it is like the same as like the previous games.
Are you preferring it to Bloodborne?
See, I was thinking about that.
Because Bloodborne is known as one of the best PlayStation games.
It is. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. Like you might you play a lot of games as well. So I mean, like you would manage. You'd probably manage. I still think I prefer Bloodborne, but I mean, it is pretty early days. I've literally only beaten one main boss in this fucking game, and I've been playing for I feel like 10 hours.
It's that hard.
I mean, it's also huge. There's a lot to look. There's a lot to explore. Like I've already fought a ton of mini bosses and blah blah blah. But yeah, so
nice. Loving it.
Yeah, it's good.
Recommend it.
I do recommend it. I would do your research though. I mean, yeah, you wanna if you've played these kind of games before, then yeah, you'll love it. But not for the faint of heart has.
Fair. Dools, I finished my MCU binge.
Oh my god,
I'm all up to date. Where
and yet I came in and you're watching Infinity War yet again.
Yeah, I was like, why not? And then before we did this, we literally watched 20 more minutes. So
we just couldn't stop. It's just one of those movies.
We're probably going to finish it right after this. Whereabouts are you up to in your MCU binge?
I'm up to the Avengers.
So you got a bit to do.
I do, but I feel like I'm going to be given ample opportunity over that little 4-day break coming up.
What a way to celebrate the death and rise of Jesus than watching the death and rise of...
I'm sure there's a Jesus metaphor in some of these movies.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking Steve Rogers coming back
Loki's died numerous times.
Yes. No resurrections this time, though.
No resurrections this time. Whatever it takes.
I love how the trailer, you can just... Remember our back and forth about the Swans game?
Yeah.
Or just like the strongest wills require something like that. But
Swans, by the way, atrocious.
Let's not talk about them.
Can they?
It's only just going to make our blood boil.
It's so annoying, so frustrating to watch. They can't mark a ball. They can't kick a ball.
What's happening?
I don't know. But we're spending so much money on this fucking team.
It's round 3, isn't it?
Round 4. So round 5 is next week.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We got Richmond and Melbourne.
Oh, that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good at all.
But yeah, no, I finished my MCU binge. I still think it's one of the easiest binges ever. They're just such a joy. I don't think there's a bad Marvel movie. There's obviously ones better than others. But I still stand firm that there's not a bad Marvel movie at all. Clear standouts for me would be Winter Soldier. I fucking love that espionage film. It's so good. Civil War, even better the second time, like the rewatching of it again. Homecoming, excellent. Ragnarok was just as good as what I remembered it.
Yeah.
But damn, man, Infinity War just ties everything. It's just literally, it's like a masterpiece. It's like no one expected it to be this good.
I had high hopes. I was like, these guys are,
we trust them.
They're 2 for 2 now, the Russos. But it definitely surpassed my expectations. Yeah. And that's what, and now they're pretty high for Endgame.
Now they're 3 from 3.
They're 3 for 3 now, but I
think it's the quad.
I really do. I would be baffled if they couldn't.
Yeah,
but this is also at the same time, they're so confident in themselves in the film that they've been hyping it up themselves, being like, "Oh my god, Infinity War is nothing compared to it." And we're like, don't you don't understand what that means? Like, you can't just say that.
Yeah, exactly.
But because they shot them back to back, and so.
This was filmed before.
It's not like they're doing it a few years later, and they're maybe, and there's a chance of a misstep. It's like, this is part 2, and I mean, it was literally called Infinity War Part 2 at one stage, and I'm glad they changed it. But yeah, I mean, dude, like the chances that this movie's going to be bad are just like it's almost zilch.
Dude, there's the featurettes that have come out. By the way, they've released way too many TV spots. I haven't watched any of them. And I refuse
In addition to those little clips?
Yeah.
TV spots?
Oh, no, that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. They need to stop. They really need to stop. I keep seeing headlines. I'm like, I wish I didn't see that headline.
I'm hoping and thinking that the latest one where you can see the thumbnail that they're in those quantum suits, that's surely the last one.
I hope so.
Yeah. I haven't been watching them.
Hope so.
I saw a summary of that first clip where it's just like, they're talking and I've seen like the caption for the second one, and it doesn't seem too spoilerish, but at the same time,
I just don't want to see it.
Yeah,
like I'd rather just...
No. I haven't been tempted to watch them either, but it's just like I feel like I can kind of get what's happening, but at the same time, like, dude, this is. I feel like these guys have been so careful about the marketing. First of all, they might not even be in the fucking movie. Yeah. These clips, and without context. It's like we might think like, oh yeah, this fits with our theory. It's like probably no.
They're probably doing that because it's like this might go towards that theory, but then they're going to turn it right.
They're fucking with us.
Yeah, I know.
They're fucking with us.
They do it every single time. They love it as well. They love fucking doing that shit.
Like that would be amazing if like after we've watched it and I go back and I watch these clips, I'd be like, this was not in the fucking movie.
I know.
It would be amazing. Yeah, but anyway.
Question for you, Dools. Big question. What's your snack and drink option when you go into Endgame?
Dude, honestly, I'm thinking nothing. I don't even want to risk it.
So
I might get a snack. I think I'll probably have, I want something to eat. But drink-wise, I don't even want to... I'm thinking I just, I hydrate during the day and just fucking get all out before the movie. I don't even want to... Dude, you saw me in, and we'll talk about it in a bit, but Godzilla, fucking hell, for that last hour, I was just on the brink.
No, that's why I
was like, I've never gone to the toilet during a fucking movie before. I'm not starting now.
That's why I had to, and I was just like, they're like, all right, we're going to travel to this place. We don't want to spoil anything. We're going to travel to this place for the final battle. I'm like, it's going to take at least 5 minutes. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm thinking of literally not drinking at all that day. So I'm like really dehydrated.
Well, that's possibly fatal and stupid I
fatal.
think I drink during the day. I think you'll be okay. Think about it. I mean, you've probably definitely sat at your desk for more than 3 hours before without going to the toilet.
That's true.
At work.
Yeah, but this is different.
I know.
I can't leave.
Yeah.
You
can't. And like it's funny because Kevin Feige came out. He's like, confirmed no intermission, and there will be no good time for you to go to the toilet. Like he's literally said that.
Yeah, no.
He's like, is there going to be like maybe a bit of a lull where you could possibly get away? He's like, there isn't a single moment. It's like great. Damn it!
Oh my god!
I wouldn't want to, dude. I mean, dude, it's half an hour longer than Infinity War.
Yeah,
we can do it. I can fucking do it. We saw Infinity War that many times.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
How many times did you see
The
Infinity
pacing is going to be... If the pacing is nearly as superb as it was in Infinity War, it's going to fly, dude. It's going to fly by.
We got some good seats as well, Dools. We got some good seats.
It's fucked up, okay, for this fucking bit. We can talk about it for ages.
Dools, we were lucky enough to get invited to a preview screening, a super preview.
I crushed it,
preview
Let's
screening.
be honest. I crushed the fuck out of
You
it.
did. So I'm lucky enough to get
You were
invited.
lucky enough to get invited.
We got to see Godzilla's King of Monsters a few months early.
Couple months early, pretty much.
So early that there was... Did you notice the Village Roadshow guy that was standing for the entire movie?
Yeah, I think he was standing for the second half of it. Or was he standing?
You know what
the
his
whole
job is?
What?
He's called a stopper. His whole job is to, in these preview screenings, make sure no one fucking videos or takes photos.
Oh,
and as soon as the movie's done, he's the one that collects the tape and makes sure that it never gets leaked.
Interesting. Cool.
And
Yeah.
he was a bit intimidating.
Yeah, I noticed him standing there, and I just thought maybe part of me was like, dude, is this someone who fucking worked on the movie? He's going to talk to us after? I'd be like, that's sick. But no, was there a post credits? Because I went to the bathroom immediately after. Was there? Because there was in Skull Island. I remember.
No, there wasn't.
It was like
I would have told you straight away. No.
Yeah. Did
don't
they
think
cut
so.
them early, the credits, or
No, it was just
nothing?
No, I don't
You
think it
didn't
was
stay.
anything.
I think you guys walked out probably before the end of the credits.
We stayed for a lot of the credits, but I think we stopped. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all right.
What do you think?
So you know me, Dools. We've got this long divided argument between us that I personally did not like Gareth Edwards' rendition of Godzilla made in 2014.
So wait, you didn't like it?
No, I thought I thought the last half an hour was great. I've always said that it's awesome.
Yeah.
But the first hour and 30, hour and 40, I didn't like it.
I appreciated the slow burn.
I see what they were doing. Like, I don't think it's a bad movie by any means.
I think
just
for
didn't
me,
like it.
for me personally, the payoff of when we first see him and stuff, and when he breathes his blue fire, like the payoff is so good because you've just been waiting, and I didn't. Yeah, I mean, like it's a little slow, and
I just
Aaron
think
Taylor
that-
Johnson isn't the strongest lead.
No, exactly.
And like Bryan Cranston, like
he was great for 5 minutes, and then they killed him off.
Yeah,
This is first Godzilla, by the way. This is
Yes,
not
yes,
King of
yes.
Monsters yet.
Anyway, we won't spend too long on it, but I
But-
mean,
but-
I do agree with you, but at the same time, it's just like I didn't perceive it. I don't perceive it as negatively, maybe as you do.
I found it boring, and I didn't enjoy the first 3/4 of that movie at all. I see what they're doing. I thought that the script was a bit sloppy and the acting was shocking from Aaron Taylor Johnson. And why would they put him as the main actor? No one fucking knows. So I went into this movie and was like, I want to like this because I know how much you like it. I'm like, I want to like it. The first trailer was awesome, right?
Yep.
First trailer was sick. Second trailer I didn't like.
I don't think I watched the second one.
That you didn't.
Yeah.
But second trailer I didn't like. This movie started off with 15 minutes of just average fucking dialogue. So fucking cheesy and nothing happened. But then there was 2 hours of fucking greatness. I really, really liked this movie. I really liked it.
I think someone described it. I think someone who saw someone impressed who didn't see the movie but saw I don't know, small snippet. It was just like,
Dude, I haven't seen the movie yet. No.
no, yeah.
No.
And they were like, this is the pay-per-view of like
Monsters.
Yeah, monsters. So like this is the pay-per-view fight, and it fucking was.
It was.
Holy shit! Like it delivered on that big time,
It was sick.
and it didn't mess around. Like Godzilla. We saw Godzilla within maybe the first 15, 20 minutes. You're introduced to a new one called Mothra at the beginning. I don't know how much we can.
Yeah, I reckon that's as much as we
Yeah,
get. But
I think
there's a range of monsters that
there are two. There's one big bad essentially, and then there's a second one, and
and then there's a collection.
yeah, and
First and foremost, the cinematography is
some gorgeous
exceptional.
shots. Yeah, some really.
The special effects,
Some of the shots of just like Godzilla and stuff,
Oh.
or the other guy. Oh my god.
amazing.
Yeah.
The fight scenes where it's just they just fucking keep a landscape shot there. They don't cut it.
Yeah.
And it's just like Godzilla and another monster just running at each other on this landscape shot.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
So good. So
I think like
good.
it was again perfect, and the first one was great as well, but it was again just so good at like really demonstrating their fucking like the scale of these things.
Yeah.
And just showing like these things are bigger than skyscrapers.
Yeah,
They're-
big time.
Yeah.
Now they've got Kyle Chandler, which is one of the main characters, with Vera Farmiga, Charles Dance, all three of them great. What did you think of Millie Bobby Brown?
I didn't mind her.
I feel like she was unnecessary.
Yeah, I was indifferent.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
I just saw her as a plot device for Kyle Chandler
Yeah, and
and Vera.
yes,
And
yeah.
Vera Farmiga.
She served the purpose. Yeah, she was a plot device. She like
That's
to
all it
serve the
was.
purpose of like bridging, this estranged couple, and she was their child, and yeah, I mean, you'll see how it plays out. It's like it plays into the plot, I guess, significantly what she does, but at the same time, it's like could have been anyone.
Could have been anyone. That's my
So-
point. But no, I thought we had a discussion right after it. Charles Dance is one of the main villains of the film.
I don't think he can ever be cast as a good person now.
No,
he's
he's
too good as a villain.
He's such a good villain.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I mean, he was literally
so brutal.
He was literally Tywin Lannister in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like it's fucking Tywin Lannister. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. No, but all in all, when this comes out, definitely go see it on the biggest screen you can. I reckon we're going to rewatch it. I think we're going to go see it in IMAX.
Oh yeah, because in 2 months' time, I'll happily see it again.
Yeah,
There'll be
big
other people
time.
that want to see it. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was sick. Did you find it better than the first?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good. Good.
Still a big fan of the first one, but this, like, thank goodness, like, I think,
Because
I hope it does numbers, because it took an unusually long time to get a sequel out for I think it did pretty well, the first one.
Yeah.
And, literally been 5 years, which doesn't feel like, but...
Well, because this is like your universe, right? They did Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, but I mean, they would have been made independently,
Yeah.
and fuck it, I guess we can say we spoke with, a higher up there. And
The CEO of Hoyts.
Yes, and he was just like, just casually, just, got back yesterday from the set of Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm like,
And I was just like,
shut the fuck up.
He's like, yeah, it comes out next year. They just wrapped. I was like, we're like, are you kidding me? How do you just...
Pardon me, sir?
How do you... What? How do you just say that shit?
I just wanted to grab him and be like, tell me everything.
That's going to be sick. If they pull
yes.
that off, that'll be sick.
But dude, at the same time, like, okay, you say you haven't seen Skull Island yet, have you?
No, I will though.
Bro, it's really good. It's actually really good.
No, I will.
I think it's better than Peter Jackson's, actually, which doesn't age well, I don't think.
No, it didn't. I watched that a couple of years ago. It did not age well at all. It's so long. It's like
and
5 days.
That is not a well-paced movie at all.
No.
It's fucking Adrian Brody on a boat for 40 minutes at the start, and you're like, fucking kill me.
just fully up to sacrifice.
It's just like, fucking, I can't stand looking at that beak much longer.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's right, Jack Black is in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Jack Black's the wacky photographer. Oh my god. No, yeah, Skull Island, it's like Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, Sam Jackson. It's pretty good.
Cool. No,
Yeah.
I'm in. But out of 10 Ken Watanabes, what would you give Godzilla King of Monsters?
I will give Godzilla.
Oh, we're going into a dangerous
Okay. Should I maybe back away? Is it too late?
Look at this sound wave right here. That's bad. I'm not editing this.
Oh, great. Did you edit the last one, by the way? Edit names out, or?
No. Do you want me to? I can...
No. Fuck it.
You only said the first name. It was only like once.
Yeah, true. No one's fucking listening to this.
Kevin is, but... Kevin, by the way, where the fuck's our email? moregopsomeduty@gmail.com.
I'm going to give it... Dude, I'm going to give it a strong... I think, because I mean, dialogue let it down a little bit. Millie Bobby Brown, unnecessary. I feel like I would have appreciated even more action with some of the other cool little monsters that we saw. But I mean, I'm nitpicking. I give it a strong 8. It's a strong 8 in my book.
That's true. No, I'd give it an 8 as well. I agree with your point though. Like,
I was close to doing 8.5, but I think 8 is.
I'm perfectly happy with the amount of like action and fights that we got because
I probably wouldn't have done with more. Maybe just like instead of like
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So
like a little bit of a mixture. But I would have my argument towards that, not argument, my point towards that of why that would be a negative for me and why they did that is that's the coolest fucking monster, the one that he's always fighting, and it's the one that like you want to see more and more and more of.
But at the same time, it would have been fucking crazy if just like there was a scene where he was maybe about to take him down, and then they all come charging, and then he's just like fucking swatting them away, or just like Anyway,
he's a badass.
I think, but that's why like what fucking possible stakes are there going to be for?
I know.
Kong and God, he can't fucking lose. Are you kidding me? Like Kong is a beast in Skull Island and he's huge, but oh my god, after what we saw, Godzilla is the fucking king.
Dools, we're 31 minutes into the show. Should we get into the news of the week?
Let's do it. Give us Jiggle House.
Damn it! It's the news of the week. Dools. We touched on it before. Kevin Feige's come out and said that Marvel Phase 4 has a 5-year plan. I wouldn't think that that's a surprise now if you really think about it, right? But it just shows how much fucking preparation, how much thought goes into this.
So let's quickly rattle off the ones that we know about. Despite
I can bring up the list.
I think
what's
let me see if I can remember them.
Go ahead.
So ones that are pretty much confirmed but haven't been officially confirmed are the Eternals, which will be a new franchise or new IP essentially for the MCU. Black Panther 2. Guardians Volume 3. Oh, that's confirmed. And with James Gunn back, thank the gods. Doctor Strange 2. The director's actually been posting some stuff on Twitter in the past month.
Scott Derrickson?
Yep.
Sick.
Which is like some teasing
I really love him as a
teasing
director.
someone called Nightmare has.
Oh, cool.
Dude,
so Scott Derrickson's one of the best horror directors working today. Did a movie called Sinister. I highly recommend it to anyone that likes horror that hasn't seen it. It's fucking great.
I won't be watching that anytime soon.
Still being a bitch, Dools.
So Doctor Strange and Guardians, Shang-Chi, I believe.
Yep.
Spider-Man we know about, obviously, but that is the first Phase 4 film.
Did you say Black Widow?
I did not. Black Widow. That's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah,
I don't think
they're like, oh, we haven't confirmed it yet. But then it's like, but we're shooting it this.
David Harbour was in an interview. Oh yes, I'm in it. We're shooting it soon. Kevin Feige's like,
shut the fuck up,
Kevin
man.
Feige's like, you haven't worked with us before, have you? You don't get what we do to people like you.
Kevin Feige, he just wakes up in the middle of the night. Kevin Feige's in the corner of his room.
It's so funny, dude. There's this.
Where's my kids?
There's this. I think there's this Entertainment Weekly Avengers Roundtable. It's the original 6 and Kevin Feige.
Sick.
And it's really good. And it's so funny. Like Ruffalo just says the most beautiful thing about like just everything. And it was like and then Kevin, and then everyone was like, oh, is that his redemption? Like, oh, like RDJ was like, that's surely his redemption, Kevin. Like, we can take the red dot off him now. Kevin's like, yeah, I'll take it. Like, but okay. So
I got the list in front of me if you want me to read it.
How many have I missed?
How many? So you got Spider-Man. You said that. Black Widow, Eternals, Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, Shang-Chi, and Guardians 3.
How many more are there?
That's it.
Oh, okay, I got them.
Yeah. You're good. Sick.
So those are the ones we know about.
Ryan Coogler coming back for Black Panther 2, maybe.
I thought that was confirmed.
Is it? Cool.
I'm pretty sure he will, dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the payday, and he'll probably get double what he got.
Not even that though. It's like Black Panther. He came out and said that's the most important movie he's ever made.
And he also said most personal.
Personal.
As well.
That's the.
But dude, because of how well it did. I mean, I'm sure he loved doing it. Plus, huge payday.
Huge.
So,
it's gonna be another $1 billion. That one.
Should we quickly speculate what else we'll see? So I think it's Kevin Feige. He could be lying, but at the same time, I think he wants to stick with the plan. And when they drafted the plan, they didn't have the Fox assets.
Okay.
So let's just assume. And I think it's probably safe to assume that in the next 5 years, we don't see Marvel, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. I think they'll be teased, but we won't see an actual movie with them.
I reckon at the end of this phase, we'll get a tease for Wolverine or X-Men.
Phase 4.
Yeah, the end of Phase 4, like the post-credits
Oh,
scene
yeah,
of the
yeah,
last
yeah,
scene
yeah.
of the last movie in Phase 4 will include X-Men.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my prediction. So in 5 years' time, we'll get an X-Men movie.
I think that's incredibly safe.
Yeah.
I think
I reckon after that, we'll get Fantastic.
I think we'll see Thor 4, but it won't be Thor 4. It'll have Thor, Valkyrie, maybe Korg, and introduce Beta Ray Bill.
Cool.
And possibly Hulk. Possibly. Maybe not. I would love it if they just fucking went full tilt and just like, fuck it, we're calling it the Revengers. Can you imagine? That would be so
That'd be
ballsy.
really sick.
Yeah.
That'd be really sick.
Yeah. Taika Waititi definitely isn't done with the MCU, and I'm sure, and Chris Hemsworth has said he's, Ragnarok's renewed his interest in playing the character. So I think if everyone's game, and I'm sure Marvel is, then we'll get it won't be Thor caption, but I think I don't know. Maybe it will be, but I think we'll get Thor 4 in some capacity.
Yeah.
And that would be a tail end Phase 4 film, I imagine.
Dude, it's going to be so good. You can't kill Thor now. He's so OP.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, it's going to be so good. Dools. New trailer came out this week. Not for the one that we're talking of topic of the week. Lion King official trailer came out. Did you catch this?
I did. I couldn't help it. I had to watch it.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, I can't not watch a trailer.
It was fucking beautiful.
It was beautiful, and it was like shot for shot.
Yep.
Of like,
Yep.
Well, I like this is just me. You can agree with it or you're not. If they just remake that original movie shot for shot, but make it like, and I know it's not live action, but make it like as if it looks live action, I'm gonna be a very happy man.
Apparently there is extra stuff in there.
There's new songs.
Yeah, and I imagine, it'll maybe be 2-hour runtime, and the animated movie, I think, is just shy of an hour and a half. So, yeah, there's going to be added shit in there. But, I feel the exact same way. Like, just make the exact same movie, and then include your extras. But, I wouldn't mind it, even though as sacred as it is, I wouldn't mind a bit of extra Mufasa. It's fucking Mufasa, dude.
Yeah, fucking
Come on.
Give us some. Give us some. It really looks like a scripted Blue Planet.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about it.
It looks so real, dude.
So real.
I mean, we can debate whether it's truly a live action movie or not. The environments you imagine are real, but with a bit of green screen in there. But at the same time, it's like we called Jungle Book live action only because there was
one boy in it.
Yeah, one boy. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's true. Well, it's true.
So,
I reckon it's live action. There's people playing these roles.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just voice.
Yeah.
It's literally motion capture.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. And I believe that those people should be, like Andy Serkis should have been nominated for an Oscar for Planet of the Apes. But they just don't recognize that yet, which I think will change. But
dude, that reminds me. I just randomly, I was just scrolling through Twitter or Facebook the other day, and I just saw a clip of Benedict Cumberbatch doing, like, in full mocap playing Smaug. And it's fucking hilarious.
Really?
He gets so into it.
Yeah, dude.
He's just crawling around like, oh, you dare come in. Like, he's getting way into it, dude. He's like crawling around, like moving really quickly. It looks like something out of a fucking horror movie. I'm like,
really?
Jesus.
Fuck, man.
It's hilarious.
I love Benedict. I think he's awesome.
He's great.
He's so sick. Is there anything else to talk about? Like, what do you think of Scar?
Yeah, so there's apparently a bit of controversy when the fuck isn't there about his appearance. Maybe not black enough in his mane. Like, he's pretty much a complete, like, black mane in the animated.
Yeah.
And it's a bit more, he looks a bit...
He looks weathered and gaunt.
He looks like, old and tired and, like, kind of like, like battled. But, I don't know. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they added a bit more black between now and then, though.
Yeah.
To mirror the animated a bit more. Because, it is a real thing, like lions with black manes. Not completely black, but, So, I don't know. But, at the same time, is it that fucking big a deal? Not really.
I like the look that he's, like, so thin and, like, creepy looking and gaunt.
Yeah,
I really like that.
And I won't even attempt his name, but the actor is perfect.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That could be completely off the mark, and I wouldn't
know. It's not, though.
Okay.
It's
all right.
Oh man.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm in. I'm all in. Yeah. And then the little end of the trailer, I think John Oliver. No, not John Oliver. Who?
Seth Rogen.
So Seth Rogen and who's
Billy Eicher.
Oh, cool. Oh, awesome.
All right. A women boy. A women boy. A women boy. That's so sick.
Perfect.
So good. Dools came out today. Little trailer, story trailer for the new game, Jedi Fallen Order. I like. Did you see the
from our friends?
Respawn.
Respawn Entertainment, owned by EA, obviously.
They
have done
Apex
Legends, but I think their best work are the Titanfall games.
Yeah,
that's why I'm so like these guys make fucking good games, dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Titanfall 2?
Yes.
Yeah, exceptional.
I didn't really get into the multiplayer. Just like I don't know, things came up.
I got really into the multiplayer, and I actually I played hours of it. And I actually never touched. I never got around. Well, I eventually did, but I just was so sucked into the multiplayer. And everyone was like, "Dude, this might be one of the best single player shooter campaigns in ages." Blah blah blah. And I finally got around to it. And I'm like, "God damn! Like the single player is unbelievable as well." Like,
yeah.
But it's in standard EA fashion. They're already sending out. I got an email like, "Oh, pre-order now." It's like I haven't seen gameplay. Like, you fucking monsters. Like, you greedy fuckers.
I like what one of the game developers tweeted out saying, the release date tick, single player only tick, no multiplayer tick, no microtransactions tick.
Yeah.
I'm like, awesome. Finally, they're learning.
Yeah, exactly. I think, because, we won't get into it, but the whole Battlefront 2 fiasco, I think, forced them to fucking learn.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, we can't have these obscenely predatory practices be so transparent, because it's just like people and like really affected their bottom line in the end. But so this is like a response to that, and it still like puzzles me why. I don't know if you saw much about it, but Amy Hennig's cancelled Star Wars game. That still pisses me off.
What's it called?
I don't think it never really had a title. I don't think, but it was it was going to be like story driven, Uncharted-esque.
Why cancel it?
I have no idea. They wanted to turn it into a shared world thing, and then that just eventually didn't pan out, and it was ultimately cancelled. And fuck, dude, they just can't fucking. But it seems like this one is untainted by
the story. Looks sick.
The corporate
story looks sick. It follows a Jedi that escaped Order 66, and looks great. Again, we haven't seen any gameplay. I will say that they'll probably be saved for E3 in June. But for one, I'm really, really, really excited.
I'm hoping. Because it's like more of a film event and stuff. But there might possibly be closed door gameplay stuff, and press might be able to talk about it. So we'll see. But I think from what we understand, third person action, and I'm like I'd be surprised if the game was not good.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna
be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Dools. Do you want to talk a little bit about Disney Plus?
Oh my goodness. So what else do we have here? Let me just have
those things.
The last one.
How good is that? Yeah, Disney
Cooler?
Plus.
Is that a...
I just wrote
right. Fucking sorry.
Where's your fucking notes?
Right here, mate. Did you remember Disney Plus? No, you didn't.
Shut the fucking up.
Disney Plus has... So this is Disney's... So when Disney started pulling everything off Netflix, we were like, oh, this is it. This is how it begins. They finally officially, we've known about it for a while, but it's been officially revealed their streaming service called Disney Plus. Dude, I didn't watch this keynote thing or whatever, but I saw all the announcements. They're coming out swinging, dude.
Man.
So they're launching with the obviously been previously confirmed the live action Star Wars show. I can't believe it's taken this fucking long to get one. We're all praying it's like Game of Thrones as Star Wars, but yeah, called The Mandalorian.
Takes place.
I think the lead is Pedro Pascal, from what we understand.
So Pedro Pascal is titular character, along with Gina Cario.
So I mean, dude, it could possibly
Nick Nolte,
yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito,
who is our friend Gus from Breaking Bad. Yeah. Awesome.
Taika Waititi will direct episodes for the first season as well. Is a showrunner
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, cool.
He's a busy man.
Very busy.
Jesus.
Man. Holy shit.
I don't know how the fuck he did that as well as Lion King. It's actually insane. But,
yeah.
I mean, could it be bad? I mean, I don't even want to, touch wood. I don't even want to entertain the idea. But I'm pretty confident in it.
Don't even think that. Imagine if it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Of like what we have on our hands if this show is as good as it can be.
I think they're going to recognize, they just got to look at previously successful shows. I think, dude, Disney is smart. Like they're going to be looking at. I'm totally fine if they just copy Game of Thrones in their format.
Yeah.
And just don't be afraid to get gritty. I think from what if I had to guess, it's going to be a bit more of a mature take on Star Wars. Like it's following a bounty hunter. You imagine it's going to be mostly like underworld shit. Like we'll rarely see Jedi's, and
it takes place a couple years after Return of the Jedi.
Does it? It's not set between 3 and 4.
I just read it. There.
Oh, okay. Oh, awesome. That's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because there's another one, and I'm a bit more lukewarm on this. There's another show which will follow Diego Luna's character from Rogue One, and it will have
sick.
Oh, really?
I fucking love that shit, man. I love that underground
But how's that going to be? But why do we need this old character who we know dies eventually?
I don't care, man. I want that shit, man.
I would have loved a completely like a weird story, like maybe we've already got our bounty hunter show. Maybe one should be at least have a Jedi in it. But anyway.
Maybe. We'll see.
That I'm a bit more like, it just sounds like it could be so similar. But anyway, we will see.
We will see.
What Marvel shows are there, Has?
So, Dools, we've got Loki. So that's, of course, Tom Hiddleston's show. We've got WandaVision, which could have a better name.
That is a terrible title.
Could have, which revolves around Scarlet Witch and Vision. We've got what was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's the one. So Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan.
That might be my most anticipated.
That's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Buddy cop.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we got previews of of what their banter's like in Civil War, and I'm like, dude, we need a movie with these guys. Like,
so good.
Yeah.
Can you move your seat forward? No. But yeah, no, I'm just reading on the Cassian Andor series that Diego Luna will reprise his role as rebel spy Cassian Andor in this Star Wars series set during the formative years of the rebellion prior to the events of Rogue One. The spy thriller...
Obviously.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The spy thriller will explore tales filled with espionage and daring missions to restore hope to the galaxy in a grip of a ruthless empire. Alan Tudyk will reprise his role as K2SO with Stephen Schiff as showrunner and executive producer.
Yay! Characters we know die. I don't need that, dude.
There's a giant library, by the way.
I saw a little thing of They'll be I think exclusively on the service. I don't think it might go to cinemas, but a Lady and the Tramp live action.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. You think so?
I don't know.
Yeah, why the fuck not? What the fuck hasn't been turned into live action yet? Right. I mean, like, the ones, yeah.
Lady the Tramp live action. They're literally making everything live action. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
I'd go a Fox and the Hound, although it's pretty sad.
That'd be sick.
How about Bambi?
Is
Bambi Disney? Yeah, that's Disney.
Yeah, they kill the mother in the opening credits.
Goodness.
Dools, in the first week of pre-sales, Endgame has sold 5 times more tickets than Infinity War has. 5 times more tickets.
Dude, you played me like a chump with that fucking bet. That's bullshit.
I'm sorry.
That's fucking bullshit.
I said that it's going to be earning more than Infinity War, and you're like...
I think if you're a good person, we will renegotiate that bet.
But I'm not a good person, so... Fucking... The hand's been shaken. I just got to get $20 million more.
I got played big time.
$20 million more. You did get played, but this is your fault, Dolls. This is 100% your fault. But did you didn't expect that, though, that Endgame would spend more?
I mean, these are pre-sale tickets, but yeah, like that's fucked.
That's fucking amazing, though.
That's insane.
Good on them. And Dolls, finally, on our News of the Week, Space Jam 2 script is getting a rewrite from one the only Ryan Coogler.
Wow. So he writes this guy.
Yeah, writes a little bit. He wrote Black Panther, didn't he?
I'm not.
Yeah, he
100%.
wrote Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And he wrote Creed 1, and he wrote Fruitful Station. He writes almost everything he works on. He's a fantastic writer. He's a fucking amazing.
He's a talented young man.
He's a very talented. Have you seen Fruitvale Station?
Yes.
Dude, it rips your heart out.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, awesome in that movie. He's such a good actor.
He's clearly a big fan.
This is cool. Apparently there's some troubles making Space Jam 2, in particular of LeBron James recruiting other NBA players to be in a part of it.
Oh, what? They're just like, dude, I don't want to fucking be in this
movie.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
But, it'll happen. Eventually. I'm not giving it a certain release date.
Dude, first of all, Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan, will have to cameo.
Yeah.
He'll have to, he's going to be like...
So does Bill Murray.
Yeah, so...
And so does Wayne Knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Newman.
Man, I don't know. What's Kobe Bryant doing? He's not doing anything.
Nothing.
Probably.
No. He's just on Twitter abusing the Lakers.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, because Lakers are fucking shocking at the moment.
You don't follow basketball. Don't fucking
No, but
lie.
I follow.
Don't lie to people.
But I follow Space Jam 2, and that connects to the Lakers.
Alrighty.
Dools, give me a jingle for the topic of the week.
It's the topic of the week.
Is that it? Is that all you got today?
Yeah.
Is that all you?
A little flat.
Fair enough. Dools, a little trailer came out for a little independent movie.
Oh, I'm back here.
Called Star Wars Episode 9.
What do you think of the title?
The Rise of Skywalker.
Is it I think it's just Rise of Skywalker, isn't it?
No, it's The Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker?
Or are you right? It might be just Rise of Skywalker. Could have thought... No,
it says D. Okay, cool. That sounds better, yeah.
No.
The Rise of Skywalker.
A lot of people hate it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's slightly corny, but I imagine, like The Last Jedi, it will have meaning. People are already theorizing Skywalker will become the new term for, like, a Force wielder. And they'll be like, oh, he's a Skywalker. What do you think about that? That's actually interesting,
That's
though.
interesting.
But at the same time, it's I
think it's a lot more
glorifying his family
logical
quite a bit.
I've got ideas of what this title means and what it means for the movie. Should we go through the trailer and we can just talk about it? We'll go through.
Yeah, just play it. Yeah. Do you want to pull up on this one then?
Sure.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the trailer, Dools? Because you linked it to me. You came out when I was asleep.
I
remember,
it was early in the morning, so obviously I
got 12 messages. 12 people seeing me the trailer, but the only one I read was yours going, holy fucking shit.
It was a good trailer. It was a very good trailer.
I think it's a fucking fantastic trailer. A lot of people think it's underwhelming.
Gives away quite a bit, in my opinion, just because of in my eyes, and and they apparently brought him out on stage and everything, but spoilers, the Emperor's back, and
I love
they just that in my mind would be like, that's something you maybe want to keep a secret.
Yeah, that would have been cool to have.
I mean, that would have been like Yoda. That would have been a mind-boggling reveal.
Yeah.
So,
have you seen the memes of it? The best one.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
Is Seth Rogen's laugh?
Give me your Seth Rogen has.
That. All right, cool. So we start off the trailer and we hear Rey doing her breathing exercises that Luke had taught her, and it straight away cuts into Rey on a desert planet. What does this first remind you of?
Was it remind me of?
It reminds me personally of the first trailer that we have of Force Awakens, where it's the desert planet and we see Finn just pop up. That's what first reminds you of. Now, this could either be Jakku, but I think it's Tatooine because of the mountain ridges. That's very Tatooine-esque. That's just what I think.
I mean, it could be fucking
It could be a new planet, but for reasons why I'll explain later.
I hope it's Tatooine.
I think it's Tatooine. So she's doing her breathing exercises, and you can see something's coming up. I'll just play the fucking audio because we hear Luke say, "We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now."
We've passed on all we know.
Also, can I just say, what she's wearing now shows how much towards the light she is. Because in the first film, she was wearing very sand color, and every costume is really symbolizes what part the Jedi was. So Anakin throughout the prequels was always wearing darker clothes and black robes. When all the other Jedis were wearing very light coloured and light brown. Throughout the original trilogy, Luke in the first one was wearing heaps of white, and the second one he was wearing very darker.
Black in Return.
And black in the Return.
Because was tempted by the dark.
He was tempted by the dark. Yeah. And this, you can see how fucking light she is, and we get that gorgeous fucking shot of her looking into the distance, and we can see.
So yeah, so we've had the film, we've had a flirt with the dark side in the last one. I just don't feel like there'd be any point of them doing it again, because it would just feel.
I think she's 100% light.
Yeah, and it would just feel silly because we know that wouldn't happen now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 generations living.
Do you think it's just anyone coming, or it's Kylo?
That's Kylo's ship.
Kylo. Yeah.
Is Kylo piloting it? Why not?
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think that this is 100% Tatooine. Every generation has a legend. That came up in the trailer for Phantom Menace. Every generation has a legend. Yeah.
Fuck, you're going deep.
Dude, this is my shit. I really like this because it's like a little bit of
a... has a legend.
It's like a little tie-in to basically support the prequels, because I like the prequels, man. Like, what they are, they are.
I tolerate the prequels.
I think the third is a very good movie.
I actually genuinely really like Revenge of the Sith.
So do I.
And there are moments in 1, and 2 is a bit of a slog.
The beginning of 2 is fucking sick. The chase of the bounty hunter.
Oh yeah. And I actually don't mind the fight between Obi-Wan and Jango. I don't mind that.
Fair.
Sorry,
Master, I didn't know you hate flying. Flying I don't mind, but what you're doing is suicide. Every generation has legend. Then we have that gorgeous shot of the tracking shot of Kylo's speeder going down. That is definitely Tatooine.
Yeah, I think it is.
The mountain regions, man.
As if you wouldn't fucking end this shit on Tatooine, baby. Come on.
This is why I think it's called Rise of Skywalker, by the way.
Is she the Skywalker?
I'll explain.
I mean, it's the most obvious answer, isn't it?
Amazing. Amazing.
Dope.
All right. We get a shot of what seems like a new planet. I think this is the new Resistance base. Now, Daisy said she let it slip, and I bet you Catherine Kennedy just straight away crash tackled her after, that she let it slip that there's some time has passed since Last Jedi.
I think that's a very safe bet, regardless.
I think so as well. Yeah. I think it's enough time to build up another formidable number of Resistance fighters.
Yeah.
And I think that they've got a new base, which is that. That's the new base.
I think most films benefited from having like time apart between each other. That's why I think The Last Jedi, picking up right where it left off, that was like very unusual for a Star Wars film. None of them had done that before.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much time's passed between A New Hope and Empire.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 years between Empire and Return, and you just have no idea the amount of time between Hope and Empire. No. Yeah. So,
but yeah, I think that's the new Resistance
base. Oh, well, hold on, go back, sorry. That looks like a city. Maybe they're going to find Lando.
I think that's the new Resistance base. Maybe.
But it looks like a city, though. Pause. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a city, so I don't know how...
Maybe. It could be
Bespin.
But
yeah. Who knows where the base is?
Could be Bespin. So yeah, then we see Kylo going through a planet, and some people say that he's fighting off the Knights of Ren here. I think it's just natives of the planet, that he's just like him in the First Order, because you can see the First Order in the background with him. If I keep playing, you'll see him. Yeah. I think he's just literally just ravaging this fucking
That's a
planet.
rebel soldier, isn't it? Or
maybe. I think it's a savage. I think it's like a native, because look at the club and everything. I think it's a native.
True. Yeah, okay, interesting.
And you see the soldiers in the background, so it's not him, fighting the Knights of Ren, I don't think.
They're heavily rumoured to be in it. Finally, we'll see these guys.
That'd be a great fucking show as well, by the way, the Knights of Ren. So it's him fixing his helmet, right?
So I like to liken this as a metaphor for JJ piecing together the broken pieces of Star Wars after Ryan Johnson's.
I read
I'm
it.
joking.
No, that's fine. I read a great little, fucking awesome little theory of this. What if he's gluing to?
I wouldn't expect you to read theories about this. I thought you'd be more blank slate.
No, I just thought I like to tickle the old interest.
Oh,
What if he's rebuilding the helmet with kyber crystals?
what would that mean?
That's what the lightsaber. That's inside a lightsaber.
So it would block lightsaber hits.
Maybe. Well, it just the red of it, man. It just looks. I think he did
he's
it on
welding.
purpose.
Yeah, possibly.
They're not always going to stay red though.
Yeah, interesting.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Then we get a first shot of Poe looking like Nathan Drake out of Uncharted,
Yes.
and we get Finn who finally he's finally 100% a Resistance fighter,
Dope.
and he finally gets what he calls a Star Wars uniform. So he looks like a Star Wars fighter, which is great. Whoops. We get BB-8 and the new droid, which is Do, I believe. Do, yes.
Oh, okay. I could.
And our first shot of my boy, my man, Billy D. Williams. Lando is back.
His
Lando
laughy dude's
is-
perfect. He's like, oh, it's so good.
It's so good. The saga has come to an end. Okay, what do you think this is?
This is back on Tatooine, so,
I'm just going to play it so we get a better shot. Yeah, back on Tatooine, I agree.
little reference to Return, speeder chase.
Yep, definitely.
Yep.
So we get a skiff, which is that's what the log speeders are called.
Wait, once more.
Skiff.
How the
SKFF.
fuck do you know that?
It's just what I do.
Oh.
These, I think, are moisture
Did you do your
evaporators.
research, or do you actually know?
I know this shit.
Okay.
These are moisture evaporators all around here.
They look yeah, so I think
That's from like Luke's farm in
it's
New
fucking
Home.
it's fucking Tatooine, dude.
Yeah, the mountain regions. It has to be
Jakku was
Tatooine.
more of a desert. This is like hilly, mountainy, volcanic almost. So
Yes.
yeah, this is
Then we get
I'd be very
we get the speeders like out of Return of the Jedi, and we get fucking what they call the jetpack stormtroopers,
Oh, dope.
which is fucking awesome. All right, now if we look at this, sorry, I just
I'm really disappointed and concerned at the lack of R2-D2 in the trailer.
We'll see. We only technically got like, other than Rey, we got 1 minute of footage.
But they show the droids. They show 3PO.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
true,
they just
no.
show?
That's
Where
true.
is he?
So
He's probably with Rey.
So I think that they've come to Tatooine to for various reasons, while I'll get to after.
Well, they're probably chasing Kylo, who went there for his own reasons, and I'm sure we'll. Yeah.
Yes, correct. That's what I'm getting
Okay.
onto as well. I think that this is obviously just a skiff that they've stolen, because you've got some like fucking merch here, and you've got some before this was blown up, there was like some hay and shit, like some farming stock.
Yep.
At the back. So I reckon they've been chased and they just got onto a skiff. That you can see it. That's what I mean. So that's an A-wing. Sorry, I keep going back just to get a good shot of it. You know,
I think you're able to adjust it so
is it?
that it goes back like 1 second or so. But yeah, that's all right.
Oh yeah, I haven't worked that out though. Is it this? No, is it? No. No.
It's fine. It's fine. I think
It's fine.
So yeah,
Yep. So that's the skiff. So that's an A-wing. That's what the. Okay, this. Do you know what this is?
a resistance medal.
So that's the medal that Han and Luke got at the end of New Hope.
And this is Leia's hands.
This is Leia's hands. And,
so fuck, dude, this footage that they got from Force Awakens.
I think this is part of it.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, well it has to be.
I think this is her remembering Han. Obviously, I think that's Han's medal.
Oh,
It's
dude.
gonna
This
be
is gonna destroy us. This is gonna destroy.
the scene of Leia hugging Rey.
Fuck, they really
It's
did have some
so
good archival footage,
gorgeous.
and they teased that. Still no R2.
Seal no R2.
Fucking-
What if R2 dies?
Dude,
Okay, like let's just say
that death would piss me off more than anyone. Actually, no, dead set.
no. You know who's
He's
like
he's been in the mall.
I know.
You can't. Oh, you can't.
If Chewie dies though, I'm burning that cinema to the ground.
At the same time, I feel like he could have the most fucking heroic death saving them all, and it would just be so fucking beautiful.
Oh, it would be. Dude, he needs to kill everyone. He needs to kill...
Like, it would be fucking bad. Dude, they would not let him go out without a bang.
I know.
I think Chewie's in danger, to be honest. Oh, no.
So they've said that this is a
and
movie...
then Rose comes out of nowhere, for love! Yeah, this movie's great.
They've said that at Star Wars Celebration that this is... Dude, she looks fucking amazing, by the way, in her white.
We finally getting, like... They were meant to be the Leia, Luke, and Han of this trilogy.
So they're
and we
finally,
never got it.
They're finally together, and they're on one mission together, is what's confirmed.
Fuck.
Right?
Feeling good about it, man.
No more Canto Bite. No more Canto Bite. Alright?
Even.
Then we get a beautiful
You're making me
shot.
hate episode 8 more when you bring that shit
We get a fucking beautiful shot of the
Death Star.
The wreckage of the Death Star. This could be one of two places. This could be Yavin 4, or this could be Endor. I think it's Endor.
Endor has oceans like this?
Every planet has oceans. We just saw one forest. We saw the forest of Endor, that's why.
I'll tell you why it can't be the second one, because that was Oh yeah, would have to be the wreckage of the second one. Yeah, of course. Okay.
I think it's Endor because of
because the first one was completely obliterated.
One of two reasons. Well, one reason actually, because we hear no one's ever really gone.
Dude, that actually wigged me the fuck out. I was like,
okay.
Okay,
so this has to be the second Death Star.
Yeah. Well, the first one was completely obliterated. I forgot how the second one, but obviously, fragments of it.
So this has to be the second Death Star because I think that Palpatine's a haunting of the Death Star, and it'd have to be the second Death Star, right? Which means two things.
Snoke was his puppet this whole time. That would be awesome.
Look, I've got no theories.
That would make Snoke's death not as disappointing because you figured him to be the big bad. That would, and then just to then learn he was a puppet of Palpatine. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, okay. I'd be all in for that.
Yeah.
That means one or two things. This is Endor, and we are definitely getting Ewoks. Now, why I think this is Tatooine and everything, and what I think, this is just a personal theory.
I said ages ago that I knew it was that they wanted to,
They're finishing where it started, right?
It has to be Tatooine.
But they're finding the rise of Skywalker. That's what they're finding. That's what Kylo's gone back to find. Where did Anakin first start? In Tatooine, right?
Yep.
But he was born from a virgin, like Shmi Skywalker, like never laid with a man. So he was born from the Force.
Yep.
Which I think that
and there's rumors that
Darth Plagueis.
Palpatine even.
Palpatine even.
He's
if he
Palpatine's
was,
son, because whatever,
he could control the midichlorians, manipulate the midichlorians to create life, is what he said.
Or maybe it was that when Plagueis, when he used that dark magic or that dark force magic that Sidious Palpatine spoke of, about how when he brought someone back from the dead, well, where does that life go? Where does that other life go? Maybe Anakin was like an offspawn of that. I don't know. I mean,
so I think that
Anakin was like the result of that dark magic materializing itself elsewhere.
I think that Plagueis or Sidious made Anakin.
Yeah.
I
don't think you can introduce Plagueis now that you're bringing back the Emperor. I think
so I'm okay with Sidious. It would make sense. And that's why. So I think that Kylo's gone full dark side, and he's trying to find.
I don't know how they tie this up. I really want to know the running time. This has to be a long movie.
Yeah. So I think that Kylo's gone back to Tatooine to find the birthplace of Anakin, and basically try and find something that links him to the dark side. Trying to find like that one thing, right? And that's why they're back.
Yeah, because I think they're
trying to find the rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Because without, I think and but it would also be like the obvious answer is and I'm theorizing maybe Kylo's redemption and he's the rise of Skywalker, Rey's a Kenobi, or it's just Rey is Luke's daughter or something like that. All very safe, but and this theory that I mentioned earlier about Skywalker just becoming becoming Force wielders, and we do truly do away with Jedi and Sith, and it's just all about balance from here on out. I mean, that's also an interesting idea.
Yeah.
But and a little cheesy though. Imagine if like in future movies they never call them Jedi. They're just Skywalkers. It's like, oh no.
I don't want that.
Let's go back. Let's go back quick.
I don't want that. Yeah. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I reckon this is going to be a lot more logical than that.
Yeah.
I personally loved that trailer. It gave away. I didn't think it gave away much. Like, sure, I get what you mean with Palpatine, but they needed to do that because of how many people didn't like Last Jedi. There was someone made a video of people of he went to Star Wars Celebration and he interviewed people that hated Last Jedi. It's like, did you hate Last Jedi? Like, yeah, the story wasn't great. The it was a bit sloppy and there was just side stories that meant nothing. Goes. So you won back with Episode 9? Hell yeah, man, Lando! Like every single time.
Lando, baby!
So I reckon that's why they needed to do Palpatine, just to...
Agreed.
But I don't think he's going to be a major part. I think he's going to be like a Yoda, maybe. Or I would love him to be haunting the fucking Death Star. That would be the best.
I think he searched for... Yeah, I mean, Kylo's going to have an interaction with him, and, you know... his search will take him to the Death Star, and that's probably like he'll be there.
He might be where the birthplace of Anakin is.
Yeah, on Endor.
No, on Tatooine.
Right.
Well, that might be why.
So what are they going to the Death? If he's not in the Death Star, well, he can't move. He's probably trapped in the Death Star.
Maybe.
Who fucking knows?
He's just under a pillar. Please.
Who fucking knows? Yeah.
Help.
Definitely hard to predict this one. Very excited.
Dools, you want to close us off?
Sure. How's you want to close us off?
Sure, Dools. Close us off.
Wrap it up.
Dools, just end it right now.
Do you want to just finish without even a proper outro?
Whatever it takes.